Alvin Show, the Alvin Show. You lose control on the Alvin Show, the Alvin Show, the Alvin Show. Head to the roll on the Alvin Show. You're gonna lose control. Heads up on the road. The Alvin Show, the Alvin Show. You're living it up on the Alvin Show.
It's the Alvin Show with your host, Alvin Winter. Welcome to my show. Okay, enough of that. Welcome to my show. So, this is the Alvin Show. With me is my daughter, Allison. And if you're wondering where the other guys are, so this week's been kind of hard for all of us to get together. We had to reschedule from the original recording day. And on the rescheduled date, Charlie ended up not being able to make it. But we planned on recording anyway. But now I have this head cold sinus infection thing going on. So we just canceled for this week. But since I had all the sound mixers and some cameras and laptop and whatnot, I decided to do a little podcast so I can upload it this week instead of disappointing you guys. Where's she going?
Iris, come here.
Well, yeah, I didn't introduce Iris.
I don't have food. Come here.
But Iris is here.
Come.
Iris cam going.
Come here.
She doesn't want to be here.
She's standing in the... Sit.
But anyway, so I don't know, what are some of the things you like to do? I mean, we were talking about computer games a little bit ago. So what are some of the computer games you like to play?
Well, Left 4 Dead is like my favorite.
Yeah.
It's like my favorite all-time game. I've been watching you play it since I've been like 4, and I think by the time I was 8, I was finally able to play it. Like I got over the fear and everything. But I mean, yeah, we play it like almost every day.
Hold on. I didn't introduce my friends.
Oh.
Well, I didn't introduce Iris. This is Iris. But hold on. I didn't introduce Doyle and Jerry. Doyle and Jerry are here. Yeah, they came to jam. But anyway, okay, go ahead.
Well, I mean, I guess I kind of grew up with that game too. I even got my friend to play, so occasionally me and her will play. But I don't know. There's just something about Left 4 Dead that is just fun, even though it's like over 10 years old and it's like the same game. It's just like the gameplay always changes, like how the AI of the special infected and the infected will like attack and everything. You never really know what to expect, even if you've been playing the same campaign like for over 10 years. Well, I mean, like, you also got me into like zombie shooting games way before Left 4 Dead. Like on the Wii, we would play House of the Dead Overkill. And,
oh yeah, that was fun.
I remember you'd always tell me like, don't go repeating these words at school, and I obviously didn't know what they meant until like later on. It's like super vulgar. I mean, of course there's like blood and everything, but there's like nudity and like all these like dirty jokes that just went over my head. Like playing it now, I'm like, oh my god. But that's a fun game too. I remember it being my favorite too when I was younger. Oh yeah, we play Minecraft once in a while.
Yeah, it's not my favorite, but I just play it because you enjoy it.
Yeah. I remember we completed this one map. Like, we had this huge house. We had, like, a tree house. We had, like, secret bases and everything.
We had
fought
all
the Ender Dragon.
The Ender Pearls.
Yeah, we had, like,
to find the Ender Dragon.
an automatic farm too, like harvesting and
Oh
everything.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I was like my favorite map for a while, or a game, I guess.
When you talk about Iris, this big thing right here,
She's
this
staring
big
at me.
furry thing. We're trying to get the Iris cam on her, but she's turned around.
She thinks I have food for her. Well, Iris is 7. She's a Great Pyrenees. She weighs, I'd say like 120. I don't know if she gained or lost, but she's around there. I don't know what she's doing right now, but she's like my best friend, I would say. She doesn't do much. All she does is sleep, but when she does do stuff, it's really goofy, especially for a dog her size. Like when she runs, it just looks funny. She's not your typical Great Pyrenees. Like everything you look up about the Great Pyrenees says they're like nocturnal, they bark a lot, and they have like separation anxiety, some of them. They're independent. And, you know, some of it's true, like being independent. But all she does is sleep, even at night.
Yeah, they say she's nocturnal, so she'll sleep all day, but she also sleeps all night.
Yeah, if you bug her, no matter what time of day or night it is, she just gets mad.
She'll grumble.
Yeah.
And hardly barks.
Yeah.
And it's rare. It's rare that she barks.
She doesn't even bark at other dogs, like to play.
Not even if someone comes to the front door or, knocking on the door or doorbells or whatever, she just sleeps.
If someone just comes in our house and she's never met them, she's like, oh, new friend.
Yeah. Then she'll go check you out. But
Yeah.
if it's someone that's been here, she wouldn't even get off the ground.
Yeah, like
She'll
my friend can
there.
just walk in the house and Iris could care less.
She'll just lay there with her tail wagging. Like, you come to me. I'm not going to you.
Well, oh, ow.
She wants food.
I know, I'm sorry. Not right now. There's a dog park right behind my school. So after school, I'll walk down there to meet my mom and mom and Iris. And occasionally she'll run up to the gate to greet me. And sometimes if she's really excited to see me, she'll run full speed at me. And then she'll try to like chase me or get me to chase her. But other than that, she just greets me at the gate and then she just starts rolling in the dirt. But her way of rolling is like she has to rev up for it. Excuse you.
She does like this wind up thing.
Yeah.
She winds up and then goes on her back and rolls. It's goofy. And even the dogs at the dog park, they look at her like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
she's like socially awkward when it comes to, like, if dogs got Asperger's, I wouldn't be surprised if Iris had Asperger's, like borderline Asperger's, because even though the dogs look at her like she's weird or something. So,
I didn't tell her. I can't talk, but I forgot to mention that she's a rescue dog. We've had her for like 3 years. Got her when I was 13, and she's just like the best dog ever. Even though she doesn't act like a dog.
Yeah, she's a cool dog. Yeah, I had to tell my daughter, like, within like the first couple of days after we got her home, I told her, this is not a normal dog. Like, she is just super chill. We can take her anywhere. There's like these dog-friendly bars that we go to, or I go to often, and I can bring her there and there's no problem. She has no problem with other dogs. I mean, she doesn't even react to other dogs, really. And she'll just lay there. The owners of the place, they know her, and she'll just lay there. That's it. She's like super chill. Doesn't jump around, doesn't jump on you, doesn't bark.
Ow.
So she wants the
I know, but it's like that dental chew. I can't give it to her yet.
Hold on. I got a cough. Hold on.
But anyways, like, she's a good dog. I was a shy kid, especially when we got her. So, I'd be out someplace, like, even just the park or like the pet store, and people would come up and ask me questions. And, I was never used to just people coming up, like strangers especially, talking to me. So I'd always be like nervous and sometimes scared, but
Kind of got you out of your,
yeah,
your
like
shell.
she forced me to like be more open.
Where are you going?
Iris, come here.
Come here. When you break that in half, give her half of that. Or can you break it? I'll break it. Yeah.
Come here.
She's just begging.
High five.
Iris.
No, that's not a high five. High five. Come on, you know this. High five. Yeah. Shake. Yeah. Can you come up? Up. Yeah.
Can't see her. The
I know.
camera's kind of gotta tilt it. Oh, there you go. Look straight in the camera. There you go. That's the Iris cam that I was hoping for.
She looks angry.
That's what she got set. That's how I set it up, hoping that she's gonna face that camera. But there you go. There's the Iris cam. So, what else you want to talk? Let's talk about music.
Okay.
What kind of music you into?
I guess like some pop, rock, metal, alternative, indie, that sort of stuff.
She wants more. Yeah. So your favorite bands? I guess name maybe 10. Five would be too limiting, so maybe 10.
Okay.
8 to 10, somewhere in there.
So, Gorillaz, Deftones,
Cool.
Paramore, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Cool.
So hard to pick.
Whatever. Just
Maybe
whatever you
like
want.
Run the Jewels, The Cars, The Cure, Joy Division.
Oh, some punk bands.
Yeah, Fugazi.
Fugazi, or
Helmet.
hardcore
Same.
type of bands.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you like kind of older bands.
I think your music taste like influenced mine a lot.
Yeah, probably. I think there's a difference. I mean, if you listen to what's on the radio, bye. Where's she going?
Iris.
If you listen to what's on the radio, everything is like programmed on a computer. I mean, you hardly hear hit songs, especially in pop and R&B, that the people are actually playing instruments, So, like, what?
She was drooling everywhere.
Well, she always drew. There's still like some metal bands out there. That's they just played on the radio, like Five Finger Fruit Punch, like those. I think they suck, and but they're good musicians, so I give them that. They are good musicians. I just don't care for their music, and it's rare that there's actual bands out there with people that play instruments. There's the Foo Fighters. They're out there. Their latest album, kind of sucks. I think a lot of the bands they got like COVID albums, right? They're sitting around, writing stuff instead of in the studio with the band members bouncing ideas back and forth, just jamming. Chili Peppers is supposed to come out with an album this year, like first quarter, like spring. That should be cool. John Frusciante's back in a band.
Yeah.
So and now, I mean, they can record, they can be in the studio jamming, with what they usually do and come up with their music. So this should be interesting. And we're actually gonna We got tickets.
Yeah.
It's in July.
Oh, and we're gonna see Deftones in April.
Deftones, that'd be cool. Never seen them. And Deftones is touring with
Gojira.
Gojira. Oh, I am so excited. I'm so excited. I know you're not a big fan because they're way more metal. I don't know what their genre would be called, but they're way more heavier metal, maybe like death metal. I don't know what they're called. I don't know what it's called, but it's way heavy, way heavy, way heavier than Deftones. And Poppy was supposed to tour with them in 2021.
But then COVID and they had to reschedule.
When they had to reschedule all those concerts, Poppy dropped out. So I thought that would have been cool too. Not a huge Poppy fan, but I know of her. So I thought that would be cool. I wonder if she would play Low Life. Because it just wouldn't fit, right?
Yeah, she's more like...
She's like metal now,
yeah,
right?
more metal, like, that type of stuff.
Yeah, it wouldn't fit. But she probably like play stuff on her new album and stuff.
Yeah.
She dropped out, but that'll be interesting. And then Red Hot Chili Peppers, they're having Thundercat.
Oh yeah.
Thundercat's gonna...
yeah, some of his songs went viral on TikTok. So.
Thundercat's opening, and what's that girl band? Haim? I don't know how to say it. Haim?
Yeah. I don't know how to say it either.
And I'm not huge fans, but I know of them, and should be cool. Should be cool. One thing I want to point out, so the Red Hot Chili Peppers concert is going to be at Mile High Stadium. This echo is just throwing me off in this thing. I'm not a huge fan of stadium concerts because you're just so far away from the stage, and I'm not, I'm an old man. I'm not going to rush the stage. I'm not going to be up there in front and all this. But so the only reason why I got tickets is because Allison's a huge Red Hot Chili Pepper fans, and she never seen them live. And we were supposed to see them at what was called the Pepsi Center back then in 2017. But Anthony Kiedis got sick. They had to reschedule that concert. And the rescheduled date was when I was, we were all going to be in Orlando for my national Raw Nationals powerlifting meet back then. So I had to sell the tickets. So she never got to see them. So when I heard that they're coming around this year, I just bought the tickets. Now, not to say I won't go to a stadium concert. Obviously, I'm going to a stadium concert. So I've been to several, but it's just not my ideal way of watching, live music.
Yeah.
And what concerts you been to? Let's go through. Hold on, let me shut. I gotta blow my.
Okay. Well, the first concert that I've been to was LMFAO with like Farthest Movement. I want to say I was like 6, so I don't remember much. And then there's Selena Gomez.
Where was the LMFAO concert?
It was at Red Rocks Amphitheater.
Rocks,
so that was a cool venue. And then I don't think we ever went to any concerts when I was in elementary, but I know middle school, like 6th and 7th grade, I saw Selena Gomez, Meghan Trainor, Lorde, and Gorillaz. Gorillaz is at Red Rocks too.
Katy Perry.
Yeah, Katy Perry, Bon Jovi, Foo Fighters. The other concerts were at the Pepsi Center. Except Meghan Trainor. She was at like Mission Ballroom or something.
It was the convention center in downtown Denver.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, something like that.
And what was cool, so a lot of these pop artists, like Meghan Trainor and Lorde and, all these female pop artists, I know the music, but I'm not a huge fan, but Allison wanted to go.
Yeah.
So I took her. But what was cool, so with the Lorde concert, Run the Jewels opened up for them. which I thought was awesome because I'm a big Run the Jewels fan. Yeah, this is huge. Before Nobody Speak came out, with DJ Shadow. Before that was number 2. I think number 2 came out before that DJ Shadow's single came out. I believe it did, but with on Run the Jewels 2 with De La Roca.
Zach De La Roca.
Yeah, what was the
Rage Against the Machine?
what's
like
the name of
Close
the
Your Eyes.
Close your eyes and say.
It's like Count the Fuck.
Yeah, close your eyes and watch your mouth, girl. No, but yeah, Zach De La Roca was on there, so I was a big fan from there. From number 2, RTJ2, huge fan. And was another, other concerts. The opening bands was like something. Either they got you hooked as a fan, you never heard them before, or you were a fan and you found out their opening. So I know Purity Ring was one of them for Katy Perry, right?
Yeah, they really got me hooked. For the Lore concert, another artist was opening too, but we arrived late to that. Her name's like Tuv Strike. She's like Swedish or something. It's more like pop, but I was a fan during that time, so I wanted to see her, but I didn't, which is fine. But I
And
mean,
a heater kicked on.
nothing. I can't remember a lot of the other opening bands.
Well, Gorillaz, Vince Staples.
Oh yeah, Vince Staples. That was
Vince
cool.
Staples opened up.
Yeah, I remember we walked in and then I heard Big Fish and like the bass was just going.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're big Vince Staples fans, and then he did a couple songs on the
He did Ascension, yeah.
what album was that? Humans.
Yeah, Humans.
But we didn't know he was there. He was actually there touring with them, and De La Soul was there too. So when they played Feel Good Inc., De La Soul was on stage with them, and so that was cool. I mean, that concert was cool, and just the crowd. I mean, the crowd just on their feet, singing every song, dancing. I've been to concerts, even like say like a Megadeth concert, right? Where, I mean, you're a Megadeth fan. You know all their songs. You know all the lyrics. You know them. But I've been to like 5, 6, 7. Not Megadeth. Did I say Megadeth? Metallica. Sorry, Metallica. Metallica concerts. Probably about 6 or 7 Metallica concerts in my lifetime. But there's always the fans, at least around me. They're sitting around me. They're not standing. They would stand when they come out. They would stand when their bigger hit songs came out, and they would kind of sit, halfway through. I think because most of their songs are kind of long, so they get tired of standing. I mean, I'm imagining, but when you like Gorillaz, for one thing, it has the beat, the music is just something you dance to, So everyone's on their feet, everyone's rocking, Another one like Rush.
Yeah.
Rush is another one. I've been to several of their concerts. Well, we'll get back to, the Gorillaz concert. That was cool. Describe that night.
Ooh. It was exciting for
one. Like the weather.
It started raining like halfway through the show, like pouring. But the band still kept going, and it seemed like they just
Damien Albarn was
they were
drenched.
like rocking out though. They the rain did not faze them at all.
And that just added to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool hearing all their hit songs. What did they close with? Clint Eastwood? Was it Clint Eastwood? They opened with M1A1,
Yeah.
and they closed with, I want to say Clint Eastwood.
I forgot. It was like an encore song or something.
But anyway, that was cool. What about Foo Fighters concert?
Ooh, that was fun. It was loud. That was like the loudest concert I've been to.
That was fun. Yeah, we were rocking out. So, yeah, I hope the Red Hot Chili Pepper concert is going to be great. Deftones, that's going to be at what used to be Pepsi Center. Now it's like Ball Arena.
Yeah.
Something like that. With Gojira. So that should be cool. There's other bands coming through. I think Foo Fighters, they're coming through again. I think at the stadium, but I decided not to get those tickets because you saw them.
Yeah.
I think Volbeat with Ghost was going to be at Ball Arena, but I decided, I got to pick and choose what to spend my money on. And, so they're coming through Colorado. Decided to skip on those tickets. So, a lot of these bands, I think, I know you like Volbeat, but I think I'm the big Volbeat fan here. So you just like basically what they play on the radio
Or like
whatever.
what you play.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna actively listen to it.
Yeah. So that's kind of like a reason. Like I know what you're into, and I just got to pick and choose the concerts we go to. But we've been to a lot of them. Yeah. So. Well, but all right, hold on. What about going to a concert where you really didn't know the band? I mean, you may have heard of them, and there's songs on the radio, and you know what the songs on the radio, but that's not really your thing. But you ended up going to a concert.
Bon Jovi.
That was one of Yeah, that kind of was a charity. That was a charity concert.
Yeah, it was more for Mom.
So I wasn't a big fan when Slippery When Wet came out. I wasn't a big fan of Bon Jovi, and I knew of them from the Spaceballs soundtrack, before Slippery When Wet came out. But so they came to Hawaii. I was either a senior in high school or 1 year out of high school, somewhere around there, late 80s. They're too soft for me. But my oldest sister had an extra ticket. Her friend couldn't make it, so she asked me if I wanted to go. My sister, her boyfriend, and then me. We went, and then so the only songs I know was whatever's on the radio. Living on a Prayer, Shot Through the Heart, You Give Love a Bad Name, whatever it's called, and, whatever's on the radio. And then, I'm getting into it. It's like, fuck, they're putting on an awesome show. The songs are great, I'm getting into it. And then they play Wild in the Street, right? I don't know the words. I don't know what they're saying. But what I hear is Wildest Dream. Wildest Dreams. So I'm freaking rocking out. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, Wildest Dreams. And this girl in front of me, about my age, she like turns around, looks at me, and gives me like, what the fuck kind of look. She's like, what the hell? And then whatever, I'm like, yeah, yeah, Bon Jovi, yeah. Well, she knocked the camera. Where you going? So anyway, the next day I went out and bought the album, and I'm listening to it, looking at the sleeve and the album, the liner notes and all that. And then I come across Wild in the Streets. I believe that's the last song on the album. And then it hit me. It's like, that's why the girl in front of me turned around, and it's like, what the hell's wrong with you? But yeah, it's Wild in the Streets. Wild in the Streets. Where's she going? Does she want to go upstairs?
I don't know. Come here for a little bit. We're almost done.
Speaking of music, why don't you got into vinyl maybe about 2 years? Is it 2 years now? She's blocking the camera. That's fine. About 2 years, right?
Yeah, 2-3 years ago.
You started getting into vinyl. You got your vinyl. Why don't you go through it?
All right.
Hold up. Let me grab this camera. since you're not gonna cooperate. Okay. So
this one is Gorilla's Song Machine, and there's like, well, it comes with the vinyl and the CDs, so that's cool. And there's like a little art book in there. Hold on.
I just should flip it
Yeah.
around. So a lot of these are actually limited edition, right?
Yeah.
So once they're done, they're printing like so much, and once that's done, that's done.
Yeah.
You can't get them. Well, you could get them off of eBay or something, but you can't get them new in the store.
It came with like a little book, and then I think it's like an extra CD. Yeah, extra CD. So. That's cool. Oh, I think one of this is part of the almanac, though.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
a thank you card. I just saw it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. It came before the almanac, right?
Yeah,
And I
so-
was like, what the hell?
I know.
What?
I was confused too. I was like, huh?
No, because I'm like, we have this CD. Like, why is it showing up in a mail? You know? And then it didn't hit me till the almanac showed up maybe like 4 or 5 months later or something. And I was like, oh.
Yeah. So this is Melly Martinez K through 12. And when you open it up, it's like a pop-up book.
Cool. Limited.
Yeah, well, so the vinyl is green, like light green. Like double-sided and stuff. Wait, is it double-sided? Yeah.
It should be.
But this one actually came with a single disc.
Ooh. What's so special about the single?
I'm trying to get it out. Okay, so
Wow.
it's like a double single though. It's a heart shape. One side is Strawberry Shortcake, and the other is High School Sweethearts.
Cool.
I remember being obsessed with like really, really obsessed with Melly Martinez when this came out. So. And then I have her EP of After School that came out after K through 12.
You're speaking to the mic.
Okay.
You gotta-
Well, this is the EP, and this one is a baby blue color. So it's pretty cool.
Cool.
Ooh, this is, I want to say, one of the first records I got. It's Elena Barraz, Urban Flora, and when you take the vinyl out, it's clear.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's a limited edition also. You ever heard of her before you got that?
No, I remember you played a song for me like a week before Christmas or something, and then I got it and I was like, oh.
And now you're a fan of that? Shit. I got good taste.
Well, this is like the first one I remember getting. It's bless you, it's Marceline, but look how cool this vinyl is. It's like red and it has like this purple marbling effect on it. I remember when I asked you for this and I looked up the price.
It was cheaper than that.
Oh, really?
It's more expensive now, but at that time it was cheaper than what you saw.
Oh,
So
I didn't know.
that's why I got it. We're not rich. Jeez. But the cars.
I haven't opened this one yet, just because it looks like it's like
What-
in the limited original
What
pressing.
is there a date on there?
Yeah, it says 1978.
So that's probably like the first pressing, or at least the first year,
Yeah, but
maybe. Well, it's used,
yeah,
definitely, but
like it has this.
as everything,
Yeah,
that might be actually the first pressing. I gotta look at the serial numbers.
but like, yeah,
Electra. I don't think Electra exists
really?
anymore. A record company.
Well, I got this one this Christmas, so.
The Cars.
Yeah.
You like old bands, huh?
Yeah. Like, the newer stuff's okay, you know, like Martino's, Paramore, that type of stuff. Lena Burrows, but I mean, I feel like I'm more into this type of stuff.
I feel like if the band or artist actually plays their own music, like instruments, I feel it's I don't know what the word is, like more natural. Like today, all these pop songs and R&B songs they made on a computer, it just sounds, the beats are in the same spot and it just sounds too perfect.
Yeah.
Kind of takes away from this, I guess, human part, this raw human part of making music. Because like when you play music, when you if you play music and you listen to someone playing music, is usually just raw. Someone playing a guitar, someone playing a piano, it's right there in front of you. There's no computer in between, producing the music. So you kind of hear what the real music is, and then with today's modern computer generated music, kind of just takes it away. It just like distance itself from the human side of what it is. I don't know. Okay, enough about me.
I got this one this Christmas too. It's Joy Division.
What is it? There's no title on there. What is it? It's just a black album with its waves.
It's Unknown Pleasures, and I really like this. When you open it, it's like open door type thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of like welcoming you into the music, I guess.
Or
I forgot.
Introducing you to something different, like opening another door. It's kind of what the name of the Doors was.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of like opening up another door to something different or something like that. Anyway.
I also got this one this Christmas.
Deftones.
It's the 20th anniversary edition, so it's the Black Stallion, White Pony one. And I think the coolest part about this album is on the Black Stallion, it's like all remixes of the White Pony songs. So one of the songs was actually remixed by Purity Ring, which I love Purity Ring. I have one of their records too.
Yeah.
But it was the remix of Knife Party, and it just takes that song to like a whole nother level. And to me, it still kind of sounds like Deftones, so I really enjoyed it. And this one is also like the Sound Machine one. You open it, there's like there's like the records,
Booklet.
and then there's like pictures.
Yeah.
But then when you
can't get that in a CD player or like a MP3 download.
Yeah, and then they got like the discs in there too.
Yeah.
Because it's like I could stream this on Spotify, but I don't have all this stuff too.
So what song is missing?
Back to School.
So tell me the story. You mentioned it like on.
So, when I first listened to the White Pony, I listened to it on Spotify, and on Spotify, the first song is Back to School. So when I got this, I was just expecting Back to School to be the first song on here. So I was a little confused, and then I was like, Back to School's not on here. But then you were telling me that, like the production or whatever music company, wanted to get in on that rap metal type thing during that time. So they just like added it on there like in a later
they released it after the album came out. So I was telling Allison that so if you ever find I have the White Pony CD when it first came out, and if you look on that CD, Back to School's not on there. So I told her that's actually something to be proud of as being a Deftones fan, because if you're a true Deftones fan, you would bought that CD when it first came out, and you wouldn't have Back to School on there. I don't know how many months later, maybe 6 months or so later, they released Back to School on there, and the subsequent albums after that or CDs came out with Back to School. But yeah, I pretty much told her you'd be proud that Back to School is not on there. All right, so let's go to the next one.
The next one is a double
Run the Jewels.
double whatever record of Run the Jewels 2. It comes with stickers, which I find cool. When you open up the discs, or the records, I should say, I don't know.
Get closer to your mic.
Okay.
Just,
Well, it's like clear, and it has all the blue like smoke on it. And I like this one because it has the middle finger on it.
stupid. Oh, the one's red.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a limited edition one too, right?
Yeah. I like this one because it looks like blood in a way. It's cool.
Just stickers. You're kind of bending up your stickers with your elbow. You gotta turn it. Pull it out. Make so that the opening is towards the side of the album. Not towards pointing in or pointing out, but either up or down.
Okay.
So it doesn't fall out. It doesn't fall in, it doesn't fall out. So, goddamn amateurs. Goddamn this next generation don't know how to deal with vinyl. What is that one?
Oops.
Okay.
Fugazi.
Fugazi.
Yeah. I got this one for
In on a Thrill Taker. What is that one?
Steady Diet of Nothing.
Okay, Steady Diet of Nothing. Okay, cool. So some Fugazi. What else is in there?
I have The Killers.
Hot Fuss.
And I think, yeah, I got this for Christmas too. This is like my favorite Halsey album ever. Like, I just love how rock and roll it seems.
Show the album cover. We might have to blur this out. Well, you can't really.
I mean, at Target they have like the cover it up, but
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know.
It's not for adults.
I've always
been.
been.
This channel's not for kids. So anyway.
I mean, I was a fan
Okay,
of
you
Halsey.
can open it out.
Like when Badlands came out, that's like one of my favorite albums too. But the first song I heard off of this album, it was You Asked for This. I heard it on the radio. I was like, yeah, I was blown away. I was like, this is Halsey. So I immediately like
she stepped away
listened to
from pop and got into rock.
and you could really tell she worked hard on this album too.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I have like a connection to it too with some like mental health stuff. So it's like an emotional connection.
Cool. What else? Any anything else?
I have a Prince record. I think this is cool just because of the flowers and it's all reflective.
I think everyone should have that album.
I think this is like one of the first ones you got for me too.
Yeah.
Like the first Christmas or something like that.
Yeah.
I also have Demon Days, and it's one of those like bigger albums too.
Double LP.
Yeah.
Limited edition.
And it came with this like original artwork. So I thought that was cool. And when you open it up, it has all the pictures and everything.
Okay.
I also have these two Paramore albums. They're probably my favorite. I remember buying these myself at Barnes & Noble. I remember seeing these and being like, oh, this is cool. I'm getting it.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
far as the albums you want to talk about.
Yeah, I'm just
So,
trying to organize it.
Yeah, and on top of the albums, you got
I have a lot of CDs.
like there's probably like over 10,000 CDs in this house. There's a lot of CDs.
I remember we go to independent records and like you let me pick out like 2 CDs or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember the last time we went, I got a Kesha double album. It's like the Animal Cannibal one. I remember being excited about that. Oh, and then I got Nelly Furtado.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, music's a big thing in this house at least. Anything else?
No.
Wrap it up. So yeah, that's about it. Let's go back to the Iris cam. Here.
She looks angry. You disturbed her slumber.
Yeah, she's just gonna sleep. The Iris cam. All right, so
Iris.
yeah, just ignore her. She'll just go to sleep. Yeah, not like you didn't sleep like for 18 hours today. Good for nothing, dog. But so, I guess that's it for this. We could hold on. Okay, this stupid sinus infections piss me off, but
Piss
oh well.
balls.
But that's it. Thank Allison for being here on this show, on the Alvin Show, and that's it. It's been the Alvin Show with your host, Alvin. All right, we out. Bye.
See ya.